What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the X-Mania podcast. I am your host, as always, the Wolverine. So, we're going to get into some specific details. And one in particular is that, as many of you guys know, if you were watching Monday Night Raw last night on the USA channel, we had a very, very surprise return. It has been 12 years since the last time we saw him in the WWE. But yep, Goldberg made a return appearance. As many of you guys know, he was out traveling, promoting the WWE 2K17 game, which if you had pre-ordered it, you would have gotten Goldberg as an additional DLC character as part of the roster there in the game. I also wanted to get to the next pay-per-view for Raw, which is Hell in a Cell as well. But right now, I just want to talk about Goldberg's return. As you know, as many of you guys know, for those who are fans of Bill Goldberg, if you watched the Sports Center and whatnot last night and the other previous Monday night with Paul Heyman, with first Paul Heyman happened to be the advocate for Brock Lesnar. The last Monday, him speaking for Brock Lesnar, inviting Bill Goldberg to a fight. Or, more importantly, another wrestling match. Because if you guys recall, 12 years ago, WrestleMania XX, it was the first time that Goldberg beat Brock Lesnar. But that was like 12 years ago. And Now, but yeah, so there was that. But talking about this year now, after watching what happened last night in Raw, Goldberg thinking to himself, if it would be best to just leave it in the video game. But then he thought to himself, if he had, one more shot inside of him. And so with that said, Goldberg accepted Lesnar's invitation to another match, saying that none other that Brock Lesnar's next, that he's also last. So what that means, we are going to see Bill Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar too. I don't know when, I don't know where. It could be in the next. It could be this coming WWE pay-per-view, or maybe somewhere down the road it will be WrestleMania which one have we got done with? Or somewhere down the road of the next WrestleMania coming up. But yeah. So, you know, so good luck to Bill Goldberg. Maybe he might win in this maybe he might win in this rematch again, or if you want to call it a rematch, I don't know. Well, yeah, that's about it. Anyways, enough about that. Let's go ahead and get into a little bit about the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. So there are a few matches that are happening. As far as there's a few Hell in a Cell matches. One for the Universal, and surprisingly for the first time, another one for the Raw Women's Championship. The first Hell in a Cell match will be Seth Rollins versus the Universal Champion Kevin Owens. It's just a basic Hell in a Cell match. Anything goes. I think I might end up seeing Seth Rollins win the Universal Championship. Because you know how cocky and arrogant Kevin Owens can get. So I kind of see Seth Rollins walking out as the Universal Champion. The next Hell in a Cell match is for the Raw Women's Championship. Sasha Banks is defending the Raw Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair in the Hell in a Cell match for the first time. And I don't know. As far as much of if you guys watched Raw last night, the interview that Lita had with the two competitors, you know, Charlotte saying that she's like genetically built for this match. It's just, you're not genetically built. You're about the same as everybody else. I mean, I know you come from a first generation wrestler, which is your father, Ric Flair, like a Hall of Famer. I mean, God bless him and everything, but for you to say that you're genetically built for this, you're not genetically built for this. You're about as the same as every female wrestler in the WWE. So with that said, I'd probably see Sasha Banks walking out as the Raw Women's Champion. But for Charlotte to say that she never needed help from anyone, yeah, right. You having to walk around in the ring with your little sidekick lackey, Dana Brooke. Yeah, we'll see about that. Let's see other matches that are going on in Hell in a Cell. I think there's another Hell in a Cell match in that pay-per-view. Roman Reigns defending the United States Championship against Rusev. After what happened last night, Rusev viciously attacking Roman Reigns after what Roman Reigns after what Roman Reigns said to Rusev. I just don't know. I mean, my favor is in for Reigns walking out as the United States champion, but I don't know. I guess I could see Reigns still the United States champion. Other matches, I know that the tag team champions of New Day, Kofi Kingston and Big E, will be defending the titles. I think they will be defending the titles against I think it was Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, or I could be wrong, or it might end up being the one of the other two members of the Wyatt family. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I think those are the matches that I've seen so far. But, besides that, Bill Goldberg, I'm glad that he accepted the challenge. So, I don't know, we might end up seeing the same outcome, or it might end up being different because, of the way Brock Lesnar's built. He's that physically and mentally focused on his matches. And so is Bill Goldberg. But we might end up seeing the same outcome from WrestleMania XX, or it might end up being a different outcome. But I still think I think Goldberg has. I think Bill Goldberg still has it in him. But yeah. Well, what else do I want to get into? Next Saturday I'll be over in Dansville with a few friends of mine because I have a Halloween party over there at the I think it was the Dansville Firehouse or something. So I'll be there. If I might be able to, if I'll be able to, I might end up recording an offline podcast from there. But yeah, next Saturday, the 29th, I'll be down in Dansville with a few friends of mine for a Halloween party there. Speaking of Halloween, October 31st is when we're gonna celebrate Halloween. I had a few things in mind. Two actually, whether if I wanted to do Wolverine or Suicide Squad Joker, but I'm going with Suicide Squad Joker for Halloween. As far as anything else goes, I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, so thank you guys for listening to the podcast. If you guys want to listen to my other episodes,